Hi, I'm Sherry Zak Morris, and I'm a certified yoga therapist. I like to help people get moving again, so I got a question for you. Do you have one of these things here? Maybe back in the day we had our little red wagon, but now we have our little red walker, huh? And I bet you have this because you are recuperating, you're rehabilitating, or you just need a little help with walking these days. Well, while you're using this, I want to give you some great tips of how you can strengthen yourself to get stronger, and maybe one day you can let go of that trusty little red walker. So I'm going to give you a couple of moves that you can do anytime when you're using the walker. First things first, you can see how I am positioned against a wall. I want to make sure everything that we're going to be doing in this little session, that you're going to be securely positioned against the wall so this thing will not move. You can even put the brakes on if you want to, right? You can also see that I've got a sticky mat here. It's a yoga mat. You could do it on carpet, or you can do it on anything that's going to be non-skid, right? So make sure that this thing is going to be nice and solid wherever you are, okay? So the first thing I learned when my mother-in-law was actually in a rehabilitation facility after her stroke. And they gave her a couple of weeks to get nice and strong so she can go home. And she was so anxious to go home that she was working so hard. And the first thing they noticed about that is she was rushing. And this is what it looks like when you're rushing. You're pushing your walker and you're bending over and you're just going like this the whole time. Do you see what my posture looks like this? Do you think that's going to be good for us? No, it's not, right? So the point is, go slow and easy when you're rehabilitating. And when you're using the walker, don't go fast. We are not Mario and Andretti with our walkers, right? So make sure that you keep everything nice and straight. So you could even see how far I am when I do this, away from the walker. I'm all hunched over. Guess what? Take a few steps forward so that you can hold on to the walker and your spine can be nice and tall and erect. Can you see that my shoulders and my hips and my ankles are all in the same line? Hopefully my shoulders and my hips are all in the same line as well. That's what you want to do. So anytime you're having your walker, try to keep that posture nice and straight and erect. And guess what? You'll be strengthening your posture muscles just by standing like this. So I'm going to give you a couple moves that you can do. Let's start first with the feet. We have the walker because guess what? We're walking, aren't we? So we want to strengthen our feet, and we can do that by just doing simple little movements like the pony. The pony looks like this. You're going to lift one heel up, but you're on the ball of your foot. A little bit of pressure there, and then you're going to alternate to the other one. And then alternate. Yeah, and just go back and forth like that. Good. So strong ankles help you walk, help you balance, help you walk up the steps, right? So starts with the base of our body, the ankles, and then we get stronger as we do these movements. Good. Good. And then come back to flat, and then we're going to come up on our tippy toes a little bit. Good. Come down, and now lift your toes up, but keep your heels down. And these are called ankle rocks. And the same purpose, we're trying to get those ankles strong, but guess what? We're engaging those calf muscles now. Oh yeah, your calf muscles are getting strong. And do you know that your calf is considered your second heart because it pumps the blood down from your feet back to your heart and vice versa. Yeah, so just nice little ankle rocks. And if you want to try a little balancing with that, if you come up on your tippy toes, you can lift one arm up and come back down on your heels. And then the other side, lift it up. Yeah, we're working our balance on this, right? And we have our trusty little red walker that's holding us. It's nice and secure so we can do these movements. Good. And lift up. Good. Don't let go of both hands, okay? Let's do one more time. Up and down and up and down. You got it. Very good. Now a little bit of a pony. Kind of work out those little sensations. Very good. All right. Let's take it into a march. So lifting the legs up as high as you can. Doesn't have to be super high. Don't worry about it. Yeah. This is mimicking walking. You can do this just standing around at your sink, right? Yeah, just walking and walking. These are your muscles of independence you're using right now. Every time you lift your legs, you're working those quadriceps and you're working this very important hip flexor, right? It flexes your hip, which means it lifts like that. You might even feel that with your hand. You can say, wow, that muscle is strong, isn't it? Yeah, keep that muscle strong. That's the muscle that's going to get you up off the toilet, get you up the stairs. Good, very good. And then come back to flat. Good, now we're going to stretch a little bit of our spine, okay? So what I want you to do is lift your head up and look up towards the ceiling, and then tuck your chin down and look towards the floor. Just keep holding on. Is your posture nice and straight, I hope? Look up, and then gently look down. Good, and one more time, look up, and gently look down. Good. Now we're going to stretch the whole spine. We're going to walk back a little bit. So hold on with your handles. Hold on. You're going to walk back and you're going to bend your knees and you're going to bend your elbows. Good. And you're just going to take a little bit of a stretch so your hips are going to pull back a little bit and you're just going to breathe right here. So let's just breathe in and out and in and out, stretching the back, stretching the arms, stretching the legs. Make sure those knees and elbows are bent. This is called downward facing dog. Good. Then look up and then gently come all the way back. We're going to lift our head up this time, but this time we're going to come to the tippy toes just a little. You don't have to go high. Good. Come back down, and then we'll walk back into downward facing dog. Take a couple steps. Remember, you're pushing into the walker, and the walker is stable, isn't it? It's against the wall or against a counter, I hope. And then bend your knees, bend your elbows, and then just reach back. Imagine somebody's got your hips, and they're pulling back, and you're just stretching your spine, and you're breathing here. Yes, breathing all this energy into your spine. Good, and then we'll come back and we'll come all the way up to the tippy toes. Tippy toes, maybe look up if you can, and then bring it down. Very good. Fix your shirt if you need to. We're going to do one more variation. I'm only going to offer this to you because I think it's going to be feeling good, but you be careful with your shoulders on this one, okay? So take it, hold on to your handles, walk yourself back just like we did before. You're going to bend your knees, always bend your knees, okay? Always, always bend your knees. And then I want you to see if you can keep your arms a little bit straighter. Yeah. And remember, someone's got a hold of your hips and they're pulling you backwards. And now you're going to feel a little different feeling underneath the armpits. Breathing into that. This is the area where our lymphatic nodes are. So breathing into that space. They're the vacuum cleaners, the immune busters of our body. So you want to open up the space there. Good. And then gently look forward and bring yourself all the way back. And how about a couple of marches? Very good. Okay. Since I know you're recuperating or rehabbing, we're going to get you strong and we're going to get your balance good, okay? So let's work a little bit of our balance. Take one foot and lift it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be high. Those of you who want to do super deluxe, feel free to lift it up a little bit higher, but guess what? You don't have to, because what we're doing is we're just balancing on the other leg, and we're getting the other leg nice and strong and sturdy, right? So just holding it with me. You got that? Very good. And then alternate, put that foot down, and lift up the other one. Good, and just hold it. How about your spine? Are you rounding forward? No, don't do that. Get it nice and tall and straight. Good. Very good. All right, let's do it again. Lift one foot up. See if you can lift the matching hand up like this. Yeah, you got it. Very good. You're balancing. Look at that. The whole side of your body is balancing. Good. Bring it down, and then we'll do the other side. Lift the foot up and lift up the other hand. Yeah. Make sure you're holding onto your walker super tight. Yeah. Even feel it pushing into the wall or into the counter, wherever you are. Push it into that. You're right. And come all the way down. Very good. Now we're going to do a little motion called kick your butt. It looks like this. See, lift your leg up. Yeah. It's like you're trying to take your heel to your butt. Yeah. Do that little motion. Now, if you're recuperating from a knee replacement, be careful with this one. Maybe it's just a little bit of a knee bend, right? As you know, in a knee replacement, we're trying to get a little bit of that bend in our knees, but we don't want to do too crazy. Very good. All right. Good job, everybody. So take one leg out, give it a little shake out to the side, a little bounce there. Good. And then when you bring it back in, the other leg, a little shake out. Okay, we're going to end it with a little bit of a hip strengthener. So we're working the whole body now. The hips are going to come into this one. So take one leg out to the side, doesn't have to be far. Point your toe out to the side. Good. Now, if you can, lift the leg up. And again, it doesn't have to be high. Maybe just an inch or two. Oh boy, what do you feel? I know, you feel this right here, don't you? You feel this muscle right here, or actually muscles? Yeah, those are your gluteus medius and minimus. These are called your hip stabilizers. These get strong when you hold your leg like this, and they're going to help you be nice and stable when you walk. Good, bring it down, and let's take it to the other side. Bring the leg up, point your toe out to the side, get your balance first, then lift it up. Remember, it doesn't have to be high. Just hold it. Good, and bring it down. And then just do a little movement to the side and a little movement to the side. I call this skiing. Just moves those muscles a little bit that we've been holding tight. Very good. All right, everybody. Well, great job. I hope you do this with me, and I hope you do it more often, and I hope you kind of remember some of the things, so when you're going about your day and you're in your house and you find a place that, oh, I can just do a couple of my yoga movements here in my trusty little red walker. So remember, if you want to be strong and you want to get stronger, you got to do the work, right? So I hope this little sequence will help you get stronger, and I hope one day you might not need your little red walker anymore. So until the next time, everybody, namaste.